Hello, folks. How's it going? I hope all is well. Tonight we are back with more Valheim, and I'm joined once again by my dad. Say hello.
Hello.
Hello. So, a little wrench has been thrown into the plans today. I was going to continue my Ashland, expedition to the other mysterious location, but we're kind of short on surtling cores, and I meant, you know, I meant to go hunting yesterday for them, but I did not get the chance to. And I was busy today. So we're gonna have to do a little bit of that grind today. No, I need to be in OBS. There we go. I'll pop over here, press that button. That should be going now. I have the things adjusted. Let me listen for a minute. Oh, you'll notice that the game actually fits into the window now. Because it was in windowed mode, but now it is in full screen. So hopefully that helps it look better on top of it's actually like lined up with the window and that there's not like a black strip at the top and bottom.
I just figured you were doing letterbox edition.
Alright. Well, so that means I've been chopping down my trees out here as well. I reworked my farm a little bit. Not a lot, I just expanded it. Why does it sound so quiet? I feel like it's too quiet. Where's my audio? No, okay, no, that's on. I'll bump it up a little bit. It's a little quiet. Anyway, you'll notice that this has stairs now. Because I actually flattened this out more. Oh, maybe that's a little too loud. Maybe the music just hadn't quite kicked in. I'll just push that back down. Anyway, I flattened this out so it's not as bumpy as it used to be. I brought the cobbling all the way up to the stairs, and I actually flattened this out a bit more as well so it's not as rough. Obviously, it's not all the way over here. But I would like it to be. Eventually. I got a little distracted on that one. But this looks a little nicer. I'm happy with it. The expansion that I was talking about is back here. So my original plan was to expand back here and then plant more of the vine berries. Oh, that's actually spread out. Ooh. But I was looking around online just to see what was going on, because I wondered if maybe I wasn't doing it right. Because these guys over here don't produce very much. And neither do these. So I was curious about it. I was wondering if I was doing something wrong. And it turns out, no, not really. They just grow better in the ashlands. They can grow here, obviously they do, right. But they grow better in the ashlands, and that's why it's more lucrative to just go to the ashlands and pick them up.
In reality, you know, that kind of makes sense because most vineyards are in volcanic areas.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
So if you think of Italy is just humongous mountain range, and they're volcanic, right? The Mediterranean is a volcanic region.
Yeah.
And Napa Valley in California, you know, or the U.S. grape growing region, is fed from the mountain range. There is also volcanic. You know, Mount St. Helens and Mount Rainier, stuff like that. It's volcanic as part of the Pacific Ring of Fire. So it's the volcanic soil is prime growing soil.
I did not
grapes.
know that. Huh.
I mean, different styles of grapes grow better in different areas, obviously. But as far as traditional grape growing, they tended to be volcanic soils. From my limited knowledge, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm sure there's some additional things that additional factors, but historically, it's been volcanic regions that have provided the most fertile soil in general, but especially for grapes.
Cool. I did not know that at all. Well, you learn something new every day. So, I guess it makes sense then that they grow better in the ashlands.
Yep.
But, anyway,
yeah, it's not something I would have thought of until
I
you
said
said it.
something.
Then it was, oh well,
That does make sense. So, so I was looking around online for tips on how to grow the vine berries better. I was like, maybe I'm not giving it enough room, and so that's why I did the expansion. Hello again. But people were saying, yeah, I mean, like, my vine berries just don't grow well, no matter how much space I give them. And, one, turns out they grow better in the ashlands. And two, the vine berries take, like, I think it's like 3 real-life hours, I think, to actually, like, grow. And that's if they're not expanding their vines. So the plant itself, in their growing phase, and I might be wrong about some of this, but this is just what I read. Their growing phase, they have to pick in these 3, it might have been 4-hour phases, where it's like, do you produce a berry or do you expand your vines? And there's a max amount, like, that you can expand the vines, right? But typically, if they are growing, they will pick expanding the vines over the berries. And then, sometimes, if you don't pick the berries, they will just despawn. It's a known issue that they're working on, and as far as I know, they haven't resolved it. So yeah, the vine berries just kind of don't. This is with planted ones, by the way. The ones in the ashlands, I believe, work a little differently. But you know, long story short, it's more lucrative to just find one of those old cathedrals, the vineyards that I've been calling them, and just collecting them from there. So I was like, okay, well, if that's the case, then there's no point in me planting more if they're just not going to do well here. Plus, I've got 2 vineyards that I can pick from, so it's not like, especially if I keep up with it, I will not be in a short supply, you know? Another thing that I saw was, if you don't pick them and then you log out, and then log back in, they'll be gone. So it's like you have to pick them or they just, you don't get them. They will despawn and you have to wait for them to grow again. I don't know if that one's been resolved or not. Obviously I got a few more that I need to let grow. I'm just gonna let them do their thing so I don't accidentally take out any of those saplings. So yeah, like I said, just it's better to just pick them from the ashlands, so I decided against planting more. And I've got the expansion anyway. I did the expansion first before I looked it up, but I'm just gonna be, you know, just expanding what I typically plant over there. Plus, I feel like it looks a little better. It doesn't look like such a strange shape. So that was a bit of what I was up to. Figure I'll just I'll put this stuff away and then we can go hunting for dungeons. So it's a real low stakes day. You know what? I'm gonna grab him an elf because I want that. Since we're gonna be doing dungeon stuff and I don't need like the max high level gear, I'm gonna swap to him and elf because I want to use that. I feel like I've been using my longsword a lot. I wanna change. Okay, those, well no, that one isn't going outside. Those might though, at least a couple of them. Here. So, on my playback, maybe I'm just imagining it, but I think the game looks a little better now that it's not in windowed mode. The frames are still funky sometimes. I feel like there's no getting away from that unless I push the game down to like potato graphics, and I don't want to do that. I like the way it looks. I checked and my regular like frames are like 30. But I might, you know what if I do mess with that? So I've got most of this stuff on high, actually. So what if I were to, like, if I moved everything down, and let me press this too. I've got F2 will gives me like information, right? I already messed with render scale and I didn't like the way it looked, so I put it back. So if I bump that down to like medium, what do my frames look like? My frames are really choppy right now. How is it somehow worse? What have I done? How is it worse? Because I was getting 30 and now I'm getting 20. What have I done? Here, you know what? I bet I know what it is. I don't think it's the game. Let me do this. Let me open this. Do this button. Do this. Let it load up. Switch over to this. Open this. Click this. Close it. Because I had a bunch of tabs open. Hopefully that will help.
I mean, you used up a whole lot of your RAM? How dare you?
You know what? That did not help. It is still at the same level. So I don't know. Oh, wait a second. For a second it went up to 40. But it's when I'm not moving. Oh, you know, maybe it just needed a second to kick in, because now it's doing okay. Up. It just varies. Okay. Depending on what I'm looking at, it just varies. Alright, fair enough. I'm not happy with it, but I feel like it's more jittery now, though. I'm gonna be fussing with this for a bit.
Or you can...
Just not mess with it and play the game.
Yep. I know where I was going with it.
Yeah, you're right. I shouldn't worry about it too much. What did that change? I just changed shadow quality. Alright. Yeah, you're right. I saw a video of someone in the Ashlands, and somehow they'd gotten their frames up to 60. I was like, how did you do that? There were so many comments that were like, I have never seen this game run so smooth before. So it's obviously not a common occurrence for the game to run that well. When did this happen? These took a lot of damage. Something must have been over here messing with them. Because I know sometimes fellas like to come over here and start hitting them. So that's probably why. There's probably some combat happening over here. Anyway, yes, dungeons, but I need to put this stuff away first. Okay, just that looked damaged for a second. Oh, I made a discovery today, which, Dad, I already told you. I discovered that there are certain strong ingredients that I don't like. So I got to go to this restaurant. I earned it. I was helping do stuff outside, and so I earned myself dinner. I was pretty happy about that. But this place that we went to, I ended up getting a soup, and the waiter told me that, you know, some people don't like, you know, like, we have shrimp paste in here, and sometimes people don't like it, like it's really strong. And so he warned me that it was pretty strong. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I mean, I'm still willing to try it. And so I ended up getting it, and he brings it out, and I try it, and I was like, I'm really not tasting it. Which, with soup, it dilutes stuff like that. So shrimp paste and like any sauce you put in it or any spice you put in it, it's gonna dilute it. That's just how soup do. And so I was like, he mentioned like if I wanted any more shrimp paste to let him know. So I was like, hey, do you mind if I actually take you up on that offer? And so, you know, he brings it out. And he warned me not to put it directly in. What to do, like, just, like, grab a little broth, mix it in with it, and then dip some of the, like, things in there and see if I liked it. And so, you know, he goes off to do his other stuff, and I'm like, alright, I'll go ahead and try what he just, you know, suggested. He also told me not to, like, sniff it. He told me not to sniff it because it was strong.
Yeah, no deep inhale.
Yeah, I'm really glad that he warned me not to do that, because that's exactly what I would have done. Which I'm sure means that other people have done it, and that's why he warns people now. He warned me not to, like, just, like, whiff it, so I did. And so I did, like, a tiny little sniff, and even that was pungent.
Yeah, potent.
The odor was, frankly, impressive for the bit that was in there. It's like, holy cow. And so then I do what he suggested and mix some broth in there and, you know, dip the stuff and take a bite. It was like, it was good to try, but I'm not gonna put it in there. I'll thank him for the suggestion. I'm gonna set it to the side and probably not touch it again. Because, woof. Man, I like, when you go to a pier, and, like, or, like, when you're near a pier, kind of slightly underneath it, and you can just smell the fishy smell, it was that. Like, it's fish times 10. Holy cow. This stuff was, it was rough. I won't lie, it was rough. But, you know, I just wanted to try it, and, you know, you never know if you'll like it. I just did not like it. It almost burnt my nose. It was oppressive. But some people like that stuff, and good for them. Oh, okay. Let's actually get to what we're supposed to be doing, instead of me rambling about my day. So we have, that must be meadow, that's why. So we do have a stretch over here that I have not explored very much of. There's a couple dungeons, a couple troll caves. There's this kind of blankish section, and I believe that is because there's swamp there and there's mountain there, and I was probably stressing about it a bit. So from Little Base, we can probably go. And, I mean, we'll be in the Black Forest / meadow, so I'm not worried about the time of day. So even though it's getting close to nighttime, I'm just gonna do it. Oh yes, there's a dungeon right here. I believe I've already been in here though, because the little base itself is right there. So get all this stuff. You see, this is the little base right there. So I can double check, but I'm fairly certain I've been in here already. You? Oh, I was going to grab him and all. Also, the door is open, so I know I've been in here, and I don't need any more of the mushrooms. So yes, I've been in that one. Good to know. And I was going to explore there. I was about to say, I'll teleport to a place further in the forest, but no, the point was for me to look around. So I'm exploring places I've already been, but I'm viewing them with more scrutiny than I was before, because now I'm not going, mountain, swamp, scary. You know? Now I guess I might as well sleep if it's this late. I'm not looking for anything in particular in the dark. Okay, so where are my weapons? I see you guys. What am I looking for, though? There you are. Swap. Alright, and I'll need to drop off the thistles I just picked up. But that'll be quick. I also got boba tea while I was out. Apparently, a lot of them have stuck to each other in the bottom. I was wondering why I wasn't getting much boba. Woohoo. Alright, chill out, game. You know, it really is too bad that the chickens don't like thistle. Because I could give my dandelions and seeds a break. Is switching in another thing, but alas. Oh, there you are. Got my boy Himenolf. I've been using primarily an gear lately in my cousin's world, because I've mentioned in the past that we've been playing together. And we still are. He has developed a great appreciation for the gear. And I decided, hey, why not? When I was playing, I mostly stuck with a sword or an axe, and they play, at least, you know, the regular axe that you have, they play essentially the same way. So I was like, hey, why don't I just stick with the gear for the most part? You know, I figured I would... Hey! No. Aha! You made a mistake turning around. I figured I'd give it a shot. You know, I already knew that I was okay with it, but it's like, why don't I just main it for this one? Ooh, hello. How are you doing, buddy? Oh, one shot, one kill. He didn't even see me coming. Oh, and there's berries over here. I saw them as I was running past, but I wasn't sure how big the patch was. Oh, that's 5 right there. Perfect. We're running into the, hang on. We're running into the issue in my cousin's world where we don't have enough berries because the main stamina food is both types of berries. So we're running a little low. We are constantly low on, like, raspberries is one thing, but blueberries we are just, like, in a constant state of we need more. And I can't wait to get out of that phase. Because there's, like, 5 or 6 recipes that require blueberries right now. And they're just not as plentiful at the moment. You know, perhaps I should be doing this, like, extra portal style. Maybe. Because I would like to... No, I'm trying to... Surtling course. Stay focused. Surtling course. Trying to find dungeons. Stop going full... I mean, we can pick berries, but... Surtling course, dungeons, that's what we need. That's why I'm over here, is I'm searching for dungeons. I was going full main exploration mode. We've got time for it, but at the same time, I need to stay on task here. Well, I think this is someplace I've cleared out, I'm sure. You know, really, I don't even need to be running around in this particular gear either. I can switch to, like, something lighter, just so I can be faster. You know what? I could probably, yeah, I could probably switch to the axe spin. Oh, hey, you might want to have your weapon out. Just thinking, you know, thinking out loud here. Oh, hey, berry zone right here. Whoops, that's the wrong one. I should grab that extra portal that I've got, where I was building the path, since I'm not doing that right now. Am I even hitting the stool? I don't think I am. Oh, I just straight up hadn't been over here. It's okay, I'm not... I would like more fine wood, but I'm not that desperate for it. I don't mind if it stays. But yeah, hey, wait a second. Where is it from here? Over it. Yeah, it would be like around in here, wouldn't it? Okay, that's too far to run. I'll just head back to the other base and teleport to it. When we were playing last, my cousin really wants to explore the home landmass. We haven't gone sailing yet. I expect we won't for a while. But he really wants to see what all there is to see on his landmass, which I appreciate his willingness to explore, because he really wants to see everything. He ran into a 1-star troll, though, all by himself. So I was exploring on the northern end of our landmass, because we've already found the northernmost end. But he was in the south, around where we found the Elder, and he actually came across a Draugr village when he was playing by himself at one point. And he had I would say a similar experience to me, where it was like, oh wow, look at this place. It's mostly intact. I could take this over and oh my gosh, there's undead! He didn't die to them though, he managed to escape. So that was different, because I remember I died horribly. But he was telling me about it. He's like, I didn't know that, like, I was in the meadow and then I ran into Draugr. I didn't know that could happen. I was like, oh yeah, I remember when that happened with me. He was like, I took some of them out, but I escaped. I was like, I mentioned that there were spawners there. So that, so any fellas that he killed, they were just gonna come back until he, took out the spawners. He seemed pretty bummed about that. It's like, yeah, but at least you got some entrails. He asked, I think he asked what they were used for, and I was like, you'll see. We're trying to get into the swamp, so you'll see soon enough. I think he's gonna be grossed out when he finds out that they're a cooking material. But yeah, he got to exploring around there, and he ran into that 1-star troll, and he said it got stuck on a rock, and he was able to take it out from there. But he was definitely stressing it. It's like, I don't blame you, man. When I ran into my first 1-star troll, that was rough. It was a rough one. What was I gonna do? I was gonna go to this portal in here. Figure out where the closest portal from here goes. So that's just called Path. I'll have to remember it's called Path. It's not just an empty. So yeah, I remember I had a bad time with my first one as well. So I will come over here, I'll say Path, and put an X here, just at least to note that it's not there. So what's the closest one from here? I would say that I am equidistant. So I'm gonna go this way, because I don't feel like dealing with the swamp. Yeah, so I was in the north, just la la la, ooh, some tin, ooh, some tin, ooh, some thistle, and so on and so forth, and he's going, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, please don't kill me. I had stuff over here that I didn't notice. Give me that back, please, I want that. Oh, if I'm gonna be bringing this back, I at least need to bring it up, because I'm not over here anymore. So he was having a rough go, but he survived. So I need to mark that the cart's here. Because I could keep pulling it, but this is still kind of rough terrain. Oh, I did that too. So while he was exploring, I was roaming around. When I had stopped exploring by this point, and I was just walking around looking for berries. I brought our cart with us, because I was like, hey, my carry weight's pretty low right now, so what if I just bring the cart as mobile storage? And that worked until I reached a particularly steep hill, by which I mean it was starting to transition into mountain. And, I was on the part of this mountain, not officially on the mountain, but, close enough. I was at this part of the mountain where it went from mountain directly into ocean, and I decided to bring the cart there on very uneven ground. I have never claimed to be an intelligent individual. So, oh wait, no, I need to be over here. So, I ended up causing it to roll down the mountain. And the first time it was...
You told me about that.
Yeah. The first time it was caught by a rock at the very bottom. It was like, oh.
Before it went into the water.
Yeah. A big rock like this, right? I was like, oh, thank goodness. I got lucky there. That should have been my sign to turn around. It was not. Or at least it was. I didn't heed it. I kept going. And so my cousin kept telling me, like, stop moving, why'd you bring the cart over there, turn around. I'm like, no, I can do it. I really should have listened to him, but I was like, I'm gonna do it, it's fine, but if I just want it really hard, then I'll succeed, right? It was a bad idea. So, he was like, just stop moving, stay there, let me come to you. But I kept moving anyway. And by the time he got to me, I flipped the cart again, and it rolled all the way into the water. And it was far enough from shore that I could not reach it. So I was real worried we lost our cart right there. But then he had the idea, he went into the water and he was actually able to push it, because it floats, by the way. What a horrible way to find out, but it floats. He was able to push the cart close enough to the shore and grab it so that he could pull it up. So we dug out a flat space in the side of this hill mountain, because like I said, it wasn't officially mountain. And we were able to actually settle it, and try to get it back. Actually, we did that, but it was after he tried to start pulling it back, and then he rolled it into the water too. So after, 2 times of rolling it into water, we were like, okay, we just need to carve a path out of here. And so, we carved along the side of the mountain, just along essentially the shoreline. We were able to pull it back to even ground, and then I brought it back to the house from there. But man, I think that is easily the dumbest thing I've ever done in this game. It's like, why? On the whole, I've had better ideas, and in hindsight, that was really stupid. But like I said, I was like, I'm gonna do it. If I want it hard enough, it'll happen. And it just, it was a bad idea. But we were able to recover the cart, so at least we could laugh about it. Man, that was, I'm still thinking about it. I wish, oh no, that's just a regular one, isn't it? Yes, it is. I wish I had recorded the whole thing, because it was lots of screaming, lots of fear, lots of, why did you do that? Oh, hello, 1 star. Oh, it was, I felt bad, but like I said, it ended well, so we can laugh about it. Man, but yes, so I was dragging the cart along a place like this. You see how, like, steep and it was like this.
Yep.
Like...
Yeah, I knew what you were talking about.
Yeah, well, for chat.
Oh, okay.
It's like, why did I do that? Anyone with eyes can tell it's a bad idea, and I did it anyway. But I was determined. All's well that ends not as bad as it could have. No, I should have brought my axe with me, because I want to see if there's any other I'll say mush question mark because I don't have it with me, except that I need to actually mark it with the question mark. Alright, well, I gotta say, I'm not really seeing any dungeons so far. Ooh. Berries, though. Looks like just the two. You can tell I really didn't get close to this spot. Because I was stressing. Yeah, like, this is full of stuff. You know what? I bet I haven't even fully explored this swamp yet, but that'll be for another time, I think. I'll need to go, iron hunting as well soon. Not for anything I need right now, thank goodness. We can put it off a little bit, but, I think this needs to be my first stop to make absolutely sure that, there's nothing in there. More copper right here. You know, this is very snowy for a spot that's technically still mountain. Oh, hey guys. Oh, hey! Wow, I found a dungeon right here. I walked right on top of it and went, I'm gonna look at my map. Well, it's a good thing I stopped. Hello, dungeon.
Hello, lightning strike.
So now we'll just set up shop. Did I actually pick up wood? I did. Okay, and I need to mark this as path. Nope. That empty probably connects to the ashlands. I mean, I guess it would technically be okay to have it link through there, but eh. This at least shows up inside the house, so it's a little more convenient to just name it path. My straw caught 3 of them at once. Waha. Alright. It might be worth it to visit Haldor again. We could probably do that today too, but I'm gonna get into this dungeon first. So yeah, we have fun over there. We definitely have fun. I'm trying to expand the base over there, because we have it set up so that we have boar, and actually they're 1-star boar, which is great. You know, that I was really happy to do that. Because we're still in a position where we need a lot of boar. So, it was a lucky find. I was just roaming around near the base, and a 1-star had spawned in. I was able to lead it back. But, anyway, we've got some boar over there. And the size of their barn, it's fine, but it could be bigger. And especially when we're not even in the mountain yet. I mean, that's a step above where we're trying to get to. But for when we do get there, we'll get to tame wolves, which will be great. But we need space for them. So I went ahead, and I'm starting to expand that area preemptively so that when the time comes, we can have wolves in there. And I guess I need to confirm with my cousin if he wants them all, like, all the animals jumbled together like how I have them, or if he wants them separate. Because then I'll need to, like, build a divider if so. But if not, that'll be fine. But I was in the process of doing that. So right now, we're kind of in a hillside at the moment. So we're not, like, 100%, like, digging into... Well, I am digging into a hillside now. But where we built, we weren't digging into the hillside. It's just that we are now. So while he was exploring, after a while, I came back and started working on that. And building that expansion, it was like, man, this feels great. This feels nice. Because right now, in this world... I don't have a reason to expand. But I do so enjoy building, you know? So trust that when I'm running around in my world, I'm looking for an excuse to expand. Because I really like the building, you know? Where am I going?
Until the next expansion, you know, the Frozen North or whatever.
Deep North.
Yeah, you're kind of... You've built pretty much everything.
What was that sound?
I don't know.
That was like up here. Somewhere above us. Hopefully everything's fine. It sounded like pipes. Like screeching, not like bursting or anything. We're not hearing running water. But there was a noise. So I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do this. Actually, it would probably be better if I had the axes in here. They're a little less obstructive to my view. Oh, dead end this way. Oh, we've gotten to the point now where my cousin can go into dungeons by himself. So I'm proud of him for that. Because he was hesitant about it at first. But, oh, come on now. But now he's pretty confident. He's confident with that and taking on trolls by himself. So it's like, yippee! Hello? Okay, there's a door over here. Oh, I see what's happening this way. Oh, hi. I think actually I don't. The fellow's kind of getting in the way a little bit. I know it gets dark in here, but Wisp was kind of getting in the way. Anyway, so he's cool with going into dungeons by himself and taking on trolls alone. So I'm really happy for him. You know, we are kind of playing on a lower difficulty, so it makes sense that he's not struggling as much as I did, but I am still happy with his progress. Because that means if we ever bump up the difficulty, he can bring some of that confidence over and, you know, still feel pretty good. And even if we don't, you know, it's his choice. Did I already come this way? Yes, I did. Oh, what was extra funny about the whole mountain cart situation is earlier I had asked if I could go into a dungeon by myself because he was busy elsewhere. So I was like, do you mind? I've just found this dungeon. Do you mind if I just go in here by myself? And at first he wanted to do it together. But he was taking a while doing what he was doing, so I asked again, you know, like, hey, are you sure? Do you mind if I do this by myself? Because I mean, it's gonna be a while till you're done. And he was like, yeah, sure, go ahead. Just make sure you pick everything up. I was like, excuse me? What do you mean, make sure I pick everything up? Do you know who you're talking to? I was like, I've basically completed the game until they update it again. What do you mean, make sure you pick everything up? I know more about this game than you do. So I was like, yeah, about it. I mean, jokingly, but it was also like, hey man, I am competent enough to look for everything. So then after all of that, then I go and almost lose the cart. So I was like, okay, I earned that one. I humbled myself there. Yep. I earned that. It was very funny. He took it in stride, though, so I appreciate his patience. Is there? Oh yeah, I thought I saw an amber pearl. Hello. That was everything, though. Hi. And bye. It's nice going from yes, bronze, but I was trying to say Black Forest gear. Going from Black Forest gear to end game gear and just being able to delete everything. Oh, such a nice change. It really makes me appreciate how far I've come in the game. So this is the other side.
So even though we've had that conversation multiple times
What conversation?
about your progress within the game,
Well, it's one thing to talk about it, and it's another to feel the difference, I guess. Oh yes, I was going the right way.
and I'm just harassing you about it.
I know. You so love to harass.
I do.
Is this the way? That is the way. Okay, cool. And yep. Alright. Ah, that was just one path. Didn't I go one way and it was just kind of empty? Yes, it was this path. Okay, third one. Yeah, I find that when I'm, like, working on stuff or, like, doing something, I don't notice... I say I don't notice. It doesn't really set in that change has happened until I'm going back doing something that I was doing before, and it's like, oh yeah, this is easier, isn't it? So, like I said, there is a difference between hearing it and experiencing it. Right? Knows what it means?
Say that again.
I was saying, there's a difference between hearing it and experiencing it.
Yes, definitely. And coming to a realization on your own versus reading it somewhere or somebody telling you or what have you. Yeah.
Oh yeah, especially like my cousin kind of goes back and forth between I want to experience it for myself and tell me the answer. And I definitely try to encourage him to discover things. So I don't like telling him outright about certain things. So like when he was asking about the entrails, he's like, what are these for? It's like, I just know that we'll use them later. Or like, hey...
It's a recipe ingredient. I mean, that's all you really need to say.
My go-to is... It's like this is a secret item that'll come in handy later, or something like that. Like quoting Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. What was it? It's. What is it? What is it? Oh, it's a surprise tool that will help us later. There it is. So I quote that a lot. And he's like, "All right, Mickey Mouse." I was like, "Yeah, well." I don't want you to know yet. You'll figure it out. So that's my go-to answer for a lot of like if it's like an actual like, hey, what am I supposed to do with this, and like it's relevant to like what we're doing, I will explain it. We only got 3 surtling cores from that, by the way. Stingy dungeon. I will explain. It's like hey, so when we were getting into, like, actual cooking for the first time, and he's like, I don't know about this. I mean, like, I think I'll just stick to what we've been doing. It's like, trust me, man. Let me just read off the stats of one of these things, and you tell me if it's better or worse than what you're using right now. And, you know, it's like the deer stew and the mincemeat and all that stuff. It's like reading that off, and I think it's like deer stew has, like, 40 health or something like that. It was like... It's like, this is a new mechanic to you. I get that you could probably learn this on your own, but I'm telling you right now, you want this. Let me show you why. So if it's like, hey, what's the 5th boss going to be like? It's like, I'm not gonna tell you that. But if it's, I don't know if I'm wanting to deal with all these potions and foods, it's like, no, you want to. Then I'll explain it, right? Ooh, berries. He was, I will say, I've mentioned that he's been on this world before, so he has seen some late game items. Like my catapult, for instance. He's seen that because we've used it a few times, so he knows about it, and he likes them. And it's like, he was asking, hey, It was so funny. I think it was before we beat the Elder. He was like, hey, so when do we get to use the catapults? I was like, I hate to break it to you, buddy, but this is a late game item. Like, final biome level item. We're not gonna see this in this world for a long time. And you made the joke of me, hi, 2-star. Wow, look at you. And you're pretty blue. Alright, well, that was short-lived. Anyway, it's like, we're not gonna see this for a while. And so he made the joke of me bringing my main character over and building a catapult for us. It's like, I could do that, but you know what? I'm not going to. And it's like, at this point in the game, what would we be using the catapult for anyway? If we fling ourselves now without feather capes, which he also knows about, then we'll just take massive amounts of fall damage and most likely die. So it's not even useful to us right now. He was like, yeah, but it would be fun. He was kind of hoping, he asked me if we could actually put a wagon on a catapult and send it flying. I was like, no, we can't actually do that. It would be funny, but, I mean, I suppose technically you could, but it would require a lot of finagling. You would have to be real intentional with where you put things. And then he suggested, getting on the catapult yourself while attached to the cart, and then sending yourself flying while still attached to the cart. And I was like, nah, the rope will break. It won't let you do that. You'll be moving too fast and the cart will be stationary, so it'll just break the rope. So he was bummed about that. But there are plenty of shenanigans you can get up to with the catapult. He was asking about the feather cape too, and it's like, that is also kind of a late game item. I know we have fun playing with them, but as far as functional stuff, like incorporating it into armor and like playstyle, we're not gonna get to use this for a long time. Really, when we get into the swamp, we'll be about halfway to it. But I feel like even saying we would be halfway to getting the feather capes, it doesn't feel accurate. Because there's a lot of stuff you need to do to get into the Mistlands as well. It's not a simple matter of, yeah, we'll just walk across the continent and just find it right there, right? Or at least I would assume that most land masses are not big enough to feature a starting island with Mistland attached to it. I would be very surprised if that were the case. But even so, I don't think you would want that. Because especially if you're new, just starting out the game, and you're wandering around, and you get to Mistland, that would be an incredibly bad time. But I digress. It'll be a while before we get to the Feather Cape, but just saying that, yeah, I'll approach you. But just saying that Swamp is halfway to Feather Cape, that's not quite true. Alright. Well, I'm probably gonna need to set a portal here. Just for the amount of items. Oh no, okay. I was worried that the stump would be too low for me to hit it with these. What was I just saying? Yeah, there's a lot of work that goes into even getting to the Mistland. And then there's also the matter of finding the Jotun skulls and then refining the Ader. So there's a lot that goes into even getting to the Mistland, and then there's a lot of steps before you can unlock the recipe, and then more steps before you can get the cape. So saying we're halfway doesn't feel right for the amount of work that you have to put in. Because I feel like the first 2, 3 biomes that you're in, they can go by pretty quick. But getting into 4 and 5, and then especially even breaching the 6th, not even mentioning the 7th, each biome takes a little longer to push past. So I don't know what would really be considered the actual halfway point. It does make me curious, though. I'm sure someone's calculated it before. Alright, I got some extra seeds. I'm not in dire need of carrot seeds, but I'm not turning them down either. Ah, speaking of storage, since I'm trying to store things, I have successfully convinced my cousin that labeling boxes is a good thing.
Labeling boxes is a very good thing.
Because our original...
It's a good practice to be in.
Indeed. So our original setup, I made a storehouse attached to the house that we were going to need to expand. So I made that, but then we just kind of threw boxes in there, like along the walls and whatnot. Because it was like, yeah, we'll come back and we'll be able to label this once we have some coal. And we didn't end up getting into it for a bit because we were more focused on like smelting and things like that. So I think this is 2 copper right here. Oh no, it looks like it's just 1. Never mind. So I will. Anyway. We were more focused on metalworking. And so our coal was all going to that. But now that we're doing more exploration-based stuff, and there's 3 deer. I can try to shoot them all. I got 2. Why'd you come this way? I got all 3. I gotta say, the deer in Valheim are pretty similar to deer in real life, in that when they panic, they don't make smart decisions. But to be fair, what animal that panics, humans included, tend to make smart decisions? I'm not talking high-stress situations and, you know, like people can train for it. I'm talking like the base animal instinct of when you panic, you are doing anything and everything to get out of that situation. And certain decisions that you can potentially make are not smart decisions. Anyway, lucky me, I got all 3 deer. We're coming up on a known dungeon and also a known base, which is great. I would still like to double check and make sure we're not missing any other dungeons over here, though. We are getting a bunch of thistles, though. There's a lot of tin over here, too, but I'm not really... I guess I could bother with it. I don't need to, though. I'm not going to. Okay, well, I'm pretty certain there's no dungeons over here. I can push forward. I will say one downside to... Hi, another 2-star. How's it going? Thanks for all the stone and resin, and also wood. Oh, and the eyes as well. They do drop a lot of eyes. What is that? Oh, that's just a reflection off the water. I was like, there's a glowing thing in the water. Not true. Oh, got him. Oh yeah, I meant to switch to the Ask Spin armor, didn't I? I can do that when I head back to the house, because I'm closing in on that destination. You can probably backtrack a little. If I just go ahead and head over to that base, I can backtrack a smidge. Make sure I get everything. Hello, 1-star. I'm kind of surprised at how many 2-stars I've run into over here. Aha! Electric attack! Did I mark this berry spot? I did not. Yeah, you can definitely tell I sped through here. I did not want to linger. Well, I guess I won't really need to backtrack all that much. So I just need to, like, come up here a little bit, look around. And then the dungeon is right nearby. The known one, I should say. I would like to find another one, but I might not. I was kind of expecting to find a few more, and it's possible it's just a thing where I think it's a regular rock and I walk away. But I like to think that I notice them pretty consistently. At least now. Obviously not before, but I would say hopefully. I don't think I was up here. At least earlier, I mean, not like during my adventures, because obviously I was, otherwise the smoke would still be there. Okay. Because yeah, that, what am I looking at? Oh! Hi, Fuelings! Oh, yes, I forgot about that. Oh, hey, Chard! How's it going? Oh, Brute, you've got bigger problems. Wow! They actually did some good hits against the Chard. Ow. Ow again. Hold on, let me fuel up on that. I'm surprised at how well the fueling stood up to the Chard. Oh, hi. How's it going, man? I gotta say, I don't appreciate your presence here. Oh. Okay, you know what? I think we just need to go home. I think that would be beneficial for us if we just go home. I will mark that. I'll label it, but I need to get home. I don't know about you, but that hurt a little bit. That hurt a little bit. Where is my... There is not a portal here? Well, at least I have portal supplies, so we're not out of luck. Ah, I stored things here for later is what I did. I'm right near the end of the boba tea, so the slurping sounds weird. You know how I was talking earlier about maybe I should switch to the Ask Sven gear for a bit? I'm glad I was wearing this. That's one thing I like about playing with my cousin too, is that his world at night is very safe. There's no Chard. There's no fuelings. There's no bugs. It's just Grey Dwarves. So I feel very safe wandering around over there. I don't know if he feels apprehensive about it, but I'm just over there like, man, this is nice. I can do whatever I want, whenever I want. And I don't have to be kitted out in full flame metal to hope to survive. It's a level of relaxing, calming, it's nice. But I suppose it's meant to emphasize more and more that being out at night is a bad idea. I get it. But sometimes you're busy, you're doing things, and you don't want to stop yet. Okay, so I've got some arrows I need to drop off, but I also have this trophy, and I'll have a couple more things when I walk back over there. Where are we going? This way. So right near the next dungeon we're going to, we'll have a lot of stuff to pick up, so I'll need to make another return trip when I get back over there. So right now I could even do this. Okay. I see the place of carnage. There were a couple fuelings over there. I think there were 3. But I only really saw 2. So I'll need to do a little investigating to see where they ended up. Okay, let's grab all of this. Anything else? Yep. Some bone fragments down here. More bones. Oh yeah. There's a bunch of stuff right there. Some black metal scrap. Yep, so some of them were popped over here. Oh yeah, all. And I'll need to head back to that berry zone too, because I just ran right past it. Hopefully this dungeon will have some more surtling cores. That would be very nice. Could have more surtling cores. Alright, nope, I keep forgetting that's spell fragments and not resin anymore. We didn't have resin anyway. Okay, bones. I think, can we do bones? Yeah, we can do some bones. I think the flint is done though. Yeah, flint is done now. The charred bones are also done. We still have a couple slots available for the stone, because we had to use a little bit of it today. Here. I don't know if we need the wood over here. No, we don't. I'll bring that over here. Oh, I see. Okay, I'll just throw these in here then, why not? That can go there. The trophies go where they go, and I'm gonna go ahead and deliver the black metal where it goes. Alright, we'll have a little extra to... You know what? I'll go ahead and pick that up since I'm passing the portal. We're not going into the dungeon yet. Oh! A fun thing that we did, we were hitting a couple dungeons back to back, and in both of them we got like, I think we got 10 in one, 10 surtling cores in one, and 11 in another. So it was like, dang, there was 2 really nice dungeons back to back. Yep, that definitely doesn't happen often. So that was like and that was a point too where we really needed the surtling cores. So it was like score. Oh, double score. It's like, enjoy this now, cousin, because it'll be a while before it happens again. It's not that it won't happen again. It's just it's not a common occurrence. How is this doing? Okay, it's already full. Oh. I forgot I did this. Or these, for that matter. That's full. That's full. That's full. Okay, so I can just put this away. There's one simpler sap in there. Alright, so now we can go do things. Whoops. Yum. Can you tell I've been enjoying having someone to play Valheim with? Because my regular friend group, we really don't play it a whole lot anymore. And that does kind of bum me out, because I feel like I was just hitting my stride. But, we were starting to get into the swamp, and it's definitely daunting. So, a couple of my friends expressed annoyance at the difficulty spike, and I don't blame them. It is definitely a difficulty spike. But, like, you know, I want to play with my friends, and it's nice when you know how your friend group goes through phases of, like, oh, we're playing this game right now. Like, for the longest time, my friends were playing Helldivers. And I wasn't super into it at that time. I still played occasionally, but it kind of wasn't my jam. I'm starting to get back into it now, but before it was like, I kind of don't want to play Helldivers, but I know they really want to, so I'll just hang out in the call and, like, you know, just listen to them play Helldivers. But for a while there, we were playing Valheim, and this was still when I was pretty new. We loaded up the world at one point when I was, I think, Mist. It was either Plains or Mist that I was in at the time. So I was like, yay, I get to play this with buddies again, but they've transitioned to something else now. It's like, aw, man. So perhaps one day we will play it again. But in the meantime, like I said, you know, playing with my cousin has been great. And especially, I feel like I've been able to help him out and kind of foster an appreciation for the game. But really, getting to play this with anyone, I'm just excited about. Hello. Goodbye. He really liked those yellow mushrooms. He wanted to protect them. Oh, that's a dead end. Oh, that was it. Oh man, how many was that? 4? Okay, that's not the most plentiful dungeons over here, I gotta say. Let's go ahead and drop the stuff off and we can move on. I should bring the cart over here so I can just dump and run. That's what I'm gonna do. I feel like I've been spending too long just putting things away. And then just bring this over here. There we go. How are my axes? Axes are good. Oh, that was a nice pop. Well, hopefully the next dungeons we come across are more plentiful. I can always hope. Okay, well, there is a troll cave. Well, we don't necessarily need to hit it. I might as well, since it's there and I'm clearing dungeons anyway. I never went back for those berries, did I? I did not. Well. Just go ahead and do that now. Hey, there's mushrooms here. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mushrooms here. So I'll just There we go, because they're very close to each other. Cool. And I even got an extra as well, so I got 8. Hello, 1 star. Alright. Looks like we got a singular berry bush. Hi, I didn't even see you there. I'm not wearing my headphones. I've got it around my neck. So any noises where it's like, it seems obvious that something is there, it won't be obvious. It won't be immediately obvious to me. Just because I'm wearing them the way that I am. Please don't punch it. Well, I found out you can delay troll spawn if you have if you set down a campfire. It'll delay it by like 10 seconds. Which is an interesting little thing that I didn't know you could do. Only reason I know that, I saw a video of someone trying to do it, like to sneak up behind a troll. And so they got over here and they were waiting for him to spawn. But he spawned, noticed the player immediately, turned around and whacked him. So their plan backfired. And they ended up having to escape. Alright, well, that was quick and easy. Whoops. I'm gonna straighten up just a little bit. I feel myself shrimping. Ugh. But a good stretch is not bad. I'm actually standing now. Oh, I'm gonna grab that rock actually, because I can at least bring that somewhere. I find I don't do this enough. You know what they say you're supposed to do is like every 30 minutes to an hour you stand up and you walk around. You don't just sit there and you know, for hours on end. You're supposed to get up after a while. And I don't really do that. I really should, because it's good for you. But I don't. There's a lot of things that are good for me that I kind of don't do. Which I feel like is a relatable thing. Like, you know, going for walks every day or like getting some kind of exercise. Good for you. Do a lot of people do it? No. Do a lot of people do it? Yes. I don't know. I don't know the ratio for how many people do it and how many people don't. Apparently that's a bear zone and not a berry zone. I'm one-handed typing, so I don't feel like putting down the controller. And, you know, it doesn't hurt to at least try to incorporate healthy habits. I'll admit that I can get a little set in my ways, though. Oh, have I been over here? Hey, man. Alright, what's going on over here? Oh, berries. I'm just gonna jump this. Yeah, okay, there's really nothing else over here. We are coming up to another troll cave and another dungeon, though. Is that? No, that's just a rock, isn't it? That's not a dungeon. Yeah, no. Come over here a little. Ooh, are you? No, another rock. Aw, come on now. Why you gotta hit me with the rain? But I suppose you could direct me to a... Oh no, you're already dead. Alright, I'm gonna sit back down. I was looking down at my monitor and it was disorienting. I did not like it. Oh, yes, I did see one. I was like, oh, I thought I saw a thistle, but I was correct. I did see a thistle. Okay, I'll need to set up my portal again. Oops. There we go. I shouldn't have even tried to parry that. That took my stamina. Okay. So yes, troll cave here. Let's do that. We should have enough space in here to just go in and do it. A 2-star troll! We finally found one!
Where?
He's right here.
In the cave. Okay.
Hi, buddy. Oh, he's...
He looks almost brown.
Yeah. Hey, man. I'm gonna let you hit me, because I'm curious about how hard you hit. Oh, that's actually decent. Yeah, this guy can take some hits. Yeah, he's like red or brown, with dark blue eyes. I got a full stack of troll hide from him. And almost 100 coins.
Nice.
Dang, dude. A full stack of troll hide. I wonder, because he was a 2-star, does he have a lot of goodies? It's comparable, actually. Well, actually, there are a lot of rubies on the ground. Yeah, maybe he does just have more goodies. Either that or we were particularly lucky with this one and it's just a coincidence he's got nice stuff. I feel like that's more than normal, though. Wow, our first 2-star, we finally found him. Imagine if I had come in here while I was exploring the first time. I would have been scared out of my mind. Yeah, look at all of this space that I just didn't explore. All of this space that I didn't explore. Yeah, but if I'd walked in here and seen the 2-star, I would have just screamed and run away.
Yeah, you'd have noped out.
It's like, hi, certain death. At least now I can approach it with some form of, ooh, cool. Oh man, day what? 1,654. We finally found our first 2-star troll. Okay, this is full enough. I think we just need to organize. It's kind of like I mentioned it a while back when I was exploring around with my cousin for the first time, and like we had just started running into trolls, and he had been nervous about them at first, which is a normal response to seeing a giant troll. But, you know, he was like, oh man, I don't know how I feel about this. This isn't good. But I'm over here like, yes, finally a worthy opponent. We still had to fight them together, though. Just in the beginning. I feel like he's starting to take on that same feeling towards trolls, though, of, ooh, finally, something I can't just one-shot. Yeah, well, I can put the extra wood over here. A 2-star. We finally found it. Everyone, we finally found one. A 2-star troll. I'm pretty happy about that. Okay, so now the bones are cleared up. All I have left to put away that doesn't need to go outside is this here skull. Do you think it's kind of weird that we collect the skulls? You know, just for, I mean, to a certain degree, collecting the trophies in general is a little grim. But I think the skulls especially, because these used to, I mean, it's confirmed, I mean, they used to be people, like, you know, sentient fellas. Not just creatures or bugs or, you know, things like that. And these fellas were fellas. He says, the expressionless grin of this skull reminds you of the inevitability of death. But this one's funny. A rank and rotten skull, you're not sure why you kept it. Probably doesn't smell good, based on that description. Yeah, oh yeah, that one's just kind of a... I was expecting something else, but it's just saying that they've taken a lot of hits over the years. Isn't it? I guess it's... Is it close enough to nighttime that I could just conk? Yeah, there we go. My cousin has been enjoying reading the dreams as well. Sometimes when we'll go to bed and we both have a dream, we'll talk about the dreams that we get. Because one time he was dreaming of Yggdrasil, right? It's like the part of Yggdrasil, like all the flames, you know, the tree is burning on one side, but the other is still, you know, green. Oh, I was even right about the day. So he was like, yeah, I had this dream about Yggdrasil, you know, half of it burning. And it's like, I had a dream where I didn't even have a dream. It just told me that my dream fishing net was empty. There we go. And I'm gonna put these in here. And I forgot I had those arrows in here. Bring this back over here. Nope, that's not where it was. I forgot. I'm right over here now. Alright, I'll take care of these extra arrows and then we can go. Actually, how many surtling cores do we have? Let's see. So that's enough for 3, 5. It's enough for 8 portals or 4... 4 returns. I'm gonna try to go a little longer getting the surtling cores, but it won't be too much longer, especially if this next dungeon has a lot of them. We might be able to transition into the Ashland stuff. I just would like a little more than what we've got. Okay, so I know this is over here. I'm gonna... Hi, random coins. Hey! Are you a random skeleton, or are you guarding something? That's where we just came from. Oh, he might be... Yeah, it's this. Okay. Man, I was like, is there another dungeon nearby? Okay. Just gonna go in here. Please be a plentiful dungeon. Hey, guys. Wow, you're not typically waiting out here for me. It doesn't bode well, though. Hi. So hold on a second, because I can see that's a dead end. This just goes straight forward. This goes over here. Wow. That was a long path. Hello. I mean, it's nice that you got all these treasures and all, but do you perchance have any surtling cores? Oh yeah, you do. I hope the other parts are just as plentiful. Ooh, yes! Cool. That's 3. 4. There's 7, just here alone.
Right.
Alright, I mean, I already feel good enough to go back to the Ashlands now. But that's just from one section. So we've still got other stuff to do in here, but like, nice. I've never seen a downstairs path lead to something that big. That was new. Another downstairs, but that one's blocked. Wow. This is kind of a big one. Woohoo! We've already got a stack of surtling cores. This is the one we were looking for right here. For just a little longer, we can expand our Ashland efforts. Guess that guy just didn't want to wait. Yeah, there's even 4 more over here. Sweet! So that's 14 alone. Oh, very nice. Even if the rest of this dungeon is crap, that was a good section right there. Door here. Hello? Ah, yeah, that's a dead end right there. One more section. Alright, I got everything from there. Yep, dead ends right there. So yeah, that was all of it. Just in that one side. Woo! Cool. Very lucrative. Alright, I'll mark this berry spot as well. I fought a troll here. Huh? There's another dungeon over here. How did I not notice this? Oh, that's not how you spell that. It's just right next door. I've noticed sometimes when they're next door, the pickings get pretty slim. I think we've got we can come over here. Oh, they knocked over a tree at some point. I'll pick that up in a second. I'm just gonna go in here. Hey, your neighbors were loaded. I want to know what you guys have. Well, for one, they've got a 2-star over here. That's another surtling core. Yippee. Oh, this is a dead end. Hi! Wow. Considering the, the stuff that you're supposed to wear when you're going through here, this is a well-guarded dungeon. 1 and 2-star in here.
If you consider what was in that last dungeon?
Yeah. I would have expected that level of security over there. Alright. So we've been through here. So we've been through 2 already. Got a couple doors we can go through. This is a long hallway. Leading to a door. Jeez. Well, all of that for a dead end. What about this way? Looking very dead-endy. Yeah. Man. Hyping me up with that long hallway just to have nothing at the end of it. Alright, well, what's over here? Hey, fellas! More fellas. This is a big dungeon. It's just pretty empty for a big dungeon. Oh, huh? I don't know why I couldn't get in there. I guess I was clipped on the door. Okay, nothing over there. Nothing there. Alright, this is the last one. Okay, yeah, I can definitely pick up more of those mushrooms.
Hello, Ron.
Oh, hello, Ron. Thank you for the hydration and posture checks. I'll go ahead and sip on my waiter. So you're in luck. We are at the end of our surtling search. We will be getting into the, huh? Oh, sorry. Didn't realize I locked you behind the door there. When we get done with this dungeon, we will be going back to the Ashlands. Man, all of this... The level of security that was in here really was not equivalent to what was in here. The last dungeon we were in, we found 14 surtling cores, and this one was pretty empty.
Yeah, and what did you find right before that dungeon?
Oh! Surted up and starken it for real and true. Also, we found the very first 2-star troll. He was red. Well, brownish red. I think he was red.
I think they called it a ruddy brown,
You might be right.
which is a reddish brown.
I'm gonna mark that, I'll come back to that.
Dangerous? Ron's asking.
Not to me, but, he took a lot of hits. So, and it was, we're still on the home, like, landmass.
Right.
So that was just a troll cave that I marked and walked away from. So, if while I was running around here, I ran into that, yeah, that would be incredibly dangerous.
But you got a full stack of troll hide, and you got almost 100 gold, and,
Yeah.
and all from that one troll.
From the one troll.
So this has been a very lucrative outing.
Yes, lucrative is the word that keeps being used here. But it's true, because we've gotten a lot of stuff.
Yep.
Oh, berries. We've been picking up blueberries as we go, so we got a nice little influx of berries. Which I was just saying that my cousin and I are at the point where, what's it called? What is it called? Queen's Jam. So that requires both raspberries and blueberries. We're at the point where that's our main stamina food, so we keep running out.
Well, and there's 2 of you as well, so.
Yeah, so it runs out especially fast.
Yeah. Well, and keep in mind, I haven't watched my nephew's play style enough to know for sure, but I suspect, based on other conversations and behavior, is that he's not as careful with his supplies as you are.
Well,
Like
I don't know.
he'll burn through it faster because he's not.
I don't know. There's only specific times you can eat.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
And as soon as it starts blinking, I eat. So, I mean, I can't really say anything if that's what he does too.
No, I'm just saying.
When we play Helldivers, he can be a little wasteful, but
And
he's also got the supplies to do it. So
that's kind of my point. Is that youthful. Um, uh, yeah, just not very wise, very impulsive. Um,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you know, to each their own.
correct.
Alright, so I'm gonna put him and Olaf on the axes back, because I'll be going to the Echelons. We didn't end up finding... Yeah, because the Ashland equivalent is a spear, isn't it? Isn't that what we found out? I don't think there's like a polearm, Ashland level polearm. I think we discovered that it's a spear. You know what? I have a lot of extra... That's what I could do. I've got so many, like... We're at the point where we're at, like, too many charred bones. I'll just turn them into arrows. What am I doing? Sending them to the storehouse.
Do you need them all to be arrows, or do you need them for your shield generators?
I have enough regular bones that those will hold. Hold on. All right, what else do we need for these arrows? We need feathers and that's why it's ashwood. Feathers and ashwood. What are you opening over there? Oh, you got a movie.
Yep.
Oh, these are bolts. I need arrows right now. Oh, I actually don't have enough ashwood on me at the moment. Here, I want confirmation actually. Troll Valheim. Let's just confirm, is it brown or is it red? Oh. It's like fleshy.
Huh.
I thought it was red. It's just kind of a fleshy color.
Well, but he was, he's inside a dark cave, so.
Yeah. Yeah. Weird fleshy color. Yeah, this says, notes, a 1-star troll has a pale green tint and a 2-star troll is tinted a ruddy red. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, and
That didn't look very red.
I said ruddy brown.
You did say that. That looks more just fleshy to me. Yep. Oh yeah, yep, and you saw it too. It just, I don't know. It just looks fleshy. I'm gonna make a bunch of it. I'm just gonna use all this up. Oh, the ash wood again. Especially if we keep just exploring in the ashlands, this could become our just go-to arrows. Like, we stay pretty stocked on the needles, but charred arrows. This arrow has been whittled into shape from a charred femur, and it's as hard as any metal. Now, what was the here, a charred bolt? A sturdy bone from a forearm shaped into a deadly bolt. So femurs and femurs and forearms. Zoom it. Looking at how the stars spawn. Oh. Curious to see this. I need to put the bones back. Alright. And let's come over here. Put these back. We'll put the extras away. There we go. Look at that. That's wonderful right there. That does 82 pierce. Nice. Yeah. What time of day is it? It's a little late. I need to get portal supplies together anyway. So yes, now we've got 35. Yeah, we'll be set on that for a bit. Let's see, 1 set, 2 set, 3 set, 4 set. We got enough for 5 sets of portals according to our fine wood. Which at this point in stream should hold us over, I think. I think that'll be fine. Oh, it's the sticky, like, cellophane, isn't it? Alright, do I still have extra wood stored over here, or has it been used? It might have been used already. Oh no, perfect. There we go. So do I have an extra setup over here? No, not yet. I need to hold off on that though, because the Ashland portal is currently open. So I will do this instead. I will split the portal supplies I just picked up and put it in here so that it will be ready for use. But before we get into it, I need to pay the water bill.
Oh dear.
I know, we're at a transition point, so I figured it would be a good time. Alright, so we'll just pop it over here and I will be right back. And we're back. So, that's an interesting little tidbit that that was just shared in chat. So, Ron says, any troll that spawns further than 2,000 meters from the world center will have a 10%, technically a 9% chance to be a 1-star, and a 1% chance to be a 2-star. So, that explains why it took so long to find a 1-star. Because they spawn only 1% of the time. Suddenly everything makes sense. Alright, well, it's close enough to nighttime that we should be able to sleep. We're loaded up on all our stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and sleep. And then tomorrow, we will begin the Ashland portion of the stream. You killed the 1%! The world is saved! We pulled a French Revolution in Valheim. Alright, so we've got all our stuff loaded up. Our rest bonus is only at 19. Why is it only at 19? I don't know. Anyway, it's not going up. I was hoping it would, but... let's get out there. So, from the looks of it, we'll just need to give it a second. Vine 2 is our furthest spot. So we will need to launch from there, which I believe is over here. Yes, we have stuff here. More portal supplies! So here's what we can... you know what? Hey! No! Hey! Don't you dare. Get over here. Don't destroy my shit. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. I see them over there. Hey, how's it going, man?
That's a 2-star fooling.
Yep. Why is this not hitting?
Because you had to get to the shield first.
Yeah, well, ouch. Wow, that's hurting a lot.
Oh, yeah, bonus.
I do. I wasn't expecting it to hurt so bad. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with your garbage. I command you to cease to exist. Come here, you. Scaring my locks and my axsven. And bark spawn. You. Your deaths. I demand them. Come here. Yes, you too, man. You too. I think they're stuck down here.
Thank you, worker. You might get stuck in there too.
Oops, no, I don't want to be stuck with him. Oh my gosh! He's trying to break out to get to him. Hold on, let me load up. Holy cow. some affairs. Angie really wanted at him. Jeez, guys. Are you all gonna be mounded up at the entrance? Oh, just Poiso and Ponder too were real angry about it. Same with Angie. Oh, and Question. Hey guys, it's okay now. They're gone. Alright, Question. I need to get in here. Thank you. I appreciate your desire to defend the home. I really do. I think it's admirable. But I've got it. The enemies that exist here are, very dangerous. And I just want to make sure you guys are safe. Well, we got some extra cash and, black metal about it. They kind of threw a wrench in things a little bit. So what do we have? Wow, we have 20 black metal we need to put away. He just got a little Angie. He did. Angie lived up to his name. And you know what? I do appreciate that. Alright, let's put this away. Grab this. Make sure this is loaded up. There, grab this. Okay, so we've got some cash, some trophies. Yeah, cash and trophies to put away, and then we can get started. It's always as soon as I'm gonna do something, isn't it? It's what it feels like. It's like, alright, it's time to get started on this thing that I meant to do, and there's a raid. You guys go right there. I was waiting for one to happen, and it finally did. Back corner. Okay. I don't need to fill up. You know what? It used up bone mass too. I guess I could have tried to go without, but we'll see how things go without it. Maybe that was their intent all along, was to make me use bone mass so that when I go into the Ashlands, I won't have it as backup. I don't know. I didn't make a way to get in here, did I? What? Feathers? They killed a bird over here. Oh, there is a way in. It's on the back end. But there is a way in. Whoops, I destroyed a vineberry.
Ron says maybe your prep is just always taking 44 minutes.
Alright, I'm not even gonna bother fighting that guy. He wants to stick around, he can. I'm not gonna bother with him. There's a spawner over there. I don't know, maybe you're right. I guess I should take care of these guys first before they're a nuisance. I'll come back there in a second, but we have a more pressing matter. There we go. Yay. So I won't be able to pick up the bones. Or not all the bones. Yeah, and I definitely won't be able to pick those up. Okay. Cool. So, work that real quick. Do I really take so long to prep? Now I'm wondering. With all the back and forth I end up doing where I'm like, I'm ready to go. Wait a minute. I'm ready to go. Wait a minute. Maybe it does. Maybe it does take a long time to get ready. What goes in here? Yeah, okay. You know, I didn't take my fire resistance, so it's a good thing we didn't run into a blob. Let me just... Oh, I did! Oh, I did! Okay, good. Okay, cool. So, this up. This up. Oh! Hi, man! The weather is changing over here. Is this going to be a problem, or am I going to be okay? It's a firestorm. Oh, hello. Don't mind if I do. I'll just say fiddle. Oh, and I need to remove this. I did see sparklers. There's several different themes playing at once. More fiddleheads. Yeah, I know you see me. Whoa, hi! I didn't see you, though. Thank you for announcing yourself before you hit me. That would have startled me. I should be able to pick that up. There we go. Alright. Alright, yeah, it looks like I got everything. There's a spawner over there. Ooh. Can replenish those. Good thing I saw that. Oh, sneak attack. I don't know, man. You had every opportunity to notice me. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Hey, dude. Thanks for the free prostite. Okay. We're still following shore. This is a fun little gathering. I see a spawner over there, and there's a spawner right there as well. So I'm thinking, we're far enough away I can set up another portal. So I'm going to destroy this spawner, and then I'm going to use this spot as my portal location. Oh! One-shot him. He didn't even know I was there. So yes, I'll use this arch here. This feels like a safe spot. From all the fire and brimstone. what do we call this? I don't know. What can we call it? Could call it bro. After the raid we just got. Oh, come on. Well, that would explain it. Oh, in the power state. I guess I'll go ahead and grab what I can, except for that. No, actually, yes, grab that too. We'll need to set a new portal. Okay. Nope, can't say they were bros, just bros. Ellipses. So right there. Bros. There we go. Nice. Load these up like so. I'm gonna check these guys up here as well. It looks like they're completely out. Oh no, I was wrong. I didn't see the smoke. The smoldering. That's a good thing I did it when I did, though. I'll go ahead and put this back. You know what? I can probably get back to the house without getting wet. Oh, I should have gone out front. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, this way. I should say getting more wet than I already am, because can't deny the obvious here. Oh, what? Even stepping right here? Aw, man, I guess it's just the roof is too high up. Okay, well, that would explain it. Anyway, we're sheltered now. Well, yeah. We're protected now. Oh, we have access to fire here? Nice. Alright, well, what things do we need to put away? We got some fiddleheads, we got some smoke puffs, two very good additions. We got some of those seeds. Oh, yeah. I was talking earlier. I expanded the farm a little bit. Trying to make more space for vine berries, because I wasn't sure what the problem was, why they weren't growing so well. So I wondered if maybe they just didn't have enough space, which is not true. They have plenty of space. The problem is that they don't grow so well here. They grow a lot better in the ashlands. So that's why when we go to vineyard, it's almost always like packed full of, full of berries. Also, it tends to be a while in between, but they just sprout more over there. So it's better to just go to the vineyards and refill there than to try to plant them over here, because they're just not going to do well. The bear dream again. Yes, the bear dream. We've seen it. All right. pretty much good to go. And it stopped raining. You can see the clouds moving off. Bye, clouds. So let's give it a second to properly lighten up over here. I guess while we do that, we can look. Yes, okay. Just run this back to the house. If there's one thing, good thing about a raid is that you know for the next 40 minutes you're safe. Excuse you? In my house? While I left my door open? Oh no, wait. I don't want you going that way. Oh no. No, stop. Come back here. Stop. You're gonna scare my animals. Rats. No, Grayling! Come here. Well, it finally backfired. That was probably the funniest way it could have backfired. Anyway. Oh man, that was silly. That was silly right there. I was like, what if I just let him run around in the house the whole time? But then I remembered that the animal pen is like right in the open like that. Which they probably could have taken him, to be honest. You know what? I don't have portal supplies. I need to go grab that. I kind of forgot about that part. Oh, that was so funny. You guys have stuff in you? No, you don't. They were right near Vineyard, I think. What if I go ahead and preemptively set up a portal and just name it something so that when I'm ready for it to be like the new portal TM, it's already got a name. So we can call this, we'll call it Grayling. Nope, we need to go back to Bros. I don't know why I did that. I wasn't thinking. Anyway. Oh. Perfect time to re-up those. Oh man. That was funny. Alright, let's keep going. How far are we? We'll need to start moving inland pretty soon here. We can put it off a little longer. Hi! Nice. Is there a... Yeah, there is. It's right there. All for me. Hey, man. Hey! How's it going, dudes? Oh, just one dude, sorry. Greetings. How's it going? Ooh, we found another putrid hole. We're gonna be fighting over there. I will let them do that. mark that real quick. And I'll take this out. Don't mind me, boys. I'm on a mission. Oh, there's a 1-star near the future hole. And it looks like they just killed that Dwergar. Hey, dude. Oh, shit, that hurts. If you could kindly not, I would appreciate that. Gotcha. Oh, there's 2 ask spins. Yippee. Let me just mark that there. Yep. I was expecting that. Hang on. Control V. That is on. Okay, so I just don't have enough space for it. I'll go ahead and set up the portal here. What? My Great Dwarf Eyes. Oh, come on now. Alright, I gotta run all the way back. Because I forgot to grab my Great Dwarf Eyes. Alright, nuh-uh. If you're gonna run away, I'm out of here. I've got things to do. Oh, pretty proud of that. Alright, either attack me or don't, sir. Quit it. Quit running away. Stop it. Oh, shit. Hey, buddy. Oh, now you're just gonna run away? Coward. Anyway. I need to go get my Great Dwarf Eyes. Alright. You know what? I bet I accidentally put them away. I bet that's what happened. I was wondering where I got some of them from. I randomly had Grey Dwarf Eyes. That's probably what happened. Got another ribcage, though. So yeah, I guess let me put some things away first. And do that. And then the rest go outside. I guess technically not. The feathers and the bones can go in here. By which I mean the charred bones. For more arrows. Oh, and I have a bladder. I have a bladder in my hot bar. I didn't see you there. Yeah, no bombs. You're right. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so, nope, those go over here, actually. Perfect. Okay. Fine wood. Wood, Grey Dwarf Eyes, Surtling cores. I have everything. Alright. Still got 3 minutes left on my potions, so those will be fine. I left that 1 star over there, but as long as he's actually willing to stick around and fight, I'll fight him. Ha! Even better that he's willing to do that, too. Is that? Yeah, that is the one. Okay. Hey, man. You mind? Oh, hi. Where'd you come from? Ah. There's suddenly a lot of you over here. Ouch. Not taking me to no secondary location. Except that he kind of is. Walking away from me. He is taking me to a secondary location. I'm tired of him, so I'm just gonna kill him anyway. Well. What did I mark over here? Oh. Cool. Oh, I see. That's what I'm hearing. A tree got hit by one of the fireballs. Okay, I'm gonna get in here. Bone mass is ready, and we've got seconds left on potions, so. Alright, come on out. Don't leave me in suspense. Oh, he already knew where I was this time. Ah, didn't block that one. You shouldn't be able to roll if you got the thing on you. Just saying. Because sometimes it, the sword does the, what is the binding? Immobilized. Sometimes it procs the immobilization, but the Morgan can still roll through it. Which I don't think should be allowed. I think that's an oversight. Now that he's gone, I can take his stuff. Yippee! Alright. No, it's not a big one. Alright. Going to activate these. These need to be replenished. Just slip into this portal here without anyone noticing. Alright. Ooh, it's starting to get a little late. That's fine. We're still working in the Morgan hole, so I think we have plenty of time to get in there, grab the rest of the stuff, and get out. Ain't no thing. Take a sip. Waha! Had enough time to dink some oiter, as they say. Okay, sheer amount of bones in here, I'm assuming this is going to be a multi-trip situation. Oh yeah, we weren't even able to pick these up. We could have picked them up. I didn't see them there. I assumed they were more rotten meat. Oh, no, that's just a thing. As they say in Badass-topia, that's the lesser-known name for the Ashlands. Is Badass-topia. I assumed wrong. That's it. He didn't have a single, thing in here either. Molten core. I couldn't remember the name for a second. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, cool. I don't think we're far enough away to... No, I don't think so. I mean, I guess. I'm gonna try and push a little further, though. Like, maybe to, like, here, and then we would just need to head south to that next mysterious location. I'm gonna see if I can get all the way over there for the next portal. Okay, so we do this instead. These are all gonna go in the same place, but these will go in a different spot. These go this way. Where does this go again? I don't remember. Oh, this is exploration. Yeah. Yep. I'm over here. Because I was gonna clear out those tar pits. Is there anything close? Yeah, Yogglith. I'm gonna leave it here for now. I'll deal with that at another time. I just needed clarification on what it was. I chopped down a bunch of those fine wood trees. They've already been used. Alright. And take care of these. Ow! Whoops. Sorry about that. Alright. So where does everything go? I know where these... Yeah, alright. Did we pick up the prostite? We did. Nope, not this one. Next one. I need to light these up. Now that I'm looking at them, I could do that real quick. I'll just do a quick. You know, it says that this is powder, but it looks like a crystal to me. Why not? Green question mark? Yeah, black cores. This is linen thread. Come on now. The downside of doing it this way is that everyone can see me mess up with my typos and whatnot. So we'll say, nope. Yes, because I'm trying to say mix. That's black metal. Yes, that's appropriate for green. Cool, okay. So now we've got a Morgan heart up there. This will take care of a few things. Oh. I guess I really shouldn't have the Morgan hearts in here anymore. Because those are really for making more of the... more of these. Which I really don't need anymore. Yeah. I did see sinew pop up, though. Oh, for the Slayer. Well, if I'm wanting all the different kinds of Slayer, I'll just put the sinews back, because we're not using them right now. Walker, Crom, Splintneer. Yeah, because that's... Yep. Purpose Spear, Demolisher. Oh, fancy. I don't use the tower shields, though. Oh, the saddle requires sinew, but I don't think we need any more saddles. The metal helmet, yeah. Oh, carapace helmet. I was like, there's something in the Ashlands that requires a mandible, but no. Oh, the Ripper. Wait, we have the Ripper already. Don't we? I thought we did. Ashen Cape, which we already have. And the bell. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I'll go ahead and pull these out. I don't know what we need the sulfur for, but that could be put away too. The Iolite can stay. I'm gonna keep the mandibles here until I can check where exactly I would need them, but I can put the ash wood in here. We'll stick them all over here in the meantime. Like at this situation. Oh, I know why I did it this way. These are over here. Others. Anyway. Oh ho! Clear spot! Anyway, yes. Entrails over here. Got the sulfur over here. I have rotten meat over here, right? Yeah, rotten meat right here. And then the Morgan stuff. Okay. Askspin bones. We got some cash as well. 120. Alright, what's left? Okay. That can go in there. Oops. Yes. Alright. More sinews. More pot shards. And these go outside, but I'm gonna sleep first. Alright. Another sip of oiter. Well, Monday we'll get a little further into this. If we don't reach the mysterious location tonight, it will be Monday. Alright, so I've got some of those brain bits I need to bring over. 1,658. I wonder how many years that is. Oh, Ron, you missed it, by the way. I did something incredibly dumb. I was telling a story, so I didn't do anything dumb here. I was playing with my cousin, and is it raining? No, it's just morning. I was playing with my cousin, and I made the galaxy brain decision to try to drag a cart across the side of a mountain. And I rolled it into the ocean twice. My cousin had to come to the rescue, pull it out of the ocean, and then when he was trying to get it out of there, he rolled it into the ocean too. So 3 times we almost lost our cart. All because I was trying to pull it around while I was gathering, and, yeah. Not my brightest moment. 4 and a bit years for the 1,600 plus days. Wow. That is a long time. I wonder if it feels like 4 years to my character. Because, I mean, like, the whole, like, cycle, like, day and night, just like a whole day, is 30 minutes here. So I wonder, does it feel like 4 years? Or does it feel like the culmination of many 30 seconds? Which, I mean, I guess you could call years that as well, but you know what I'm talking about. Here, my potions aren't active yet. I want to do something real quick. I know it's not Ashland, but I'd like to do it. We're really gathering up a bunch of this stuff. I want to take care of it. And they can actually all fit into my inventory. What a great time then to pick it up. Your character has the time perception of a hummingbird. Yeah, we got hummingbird years over here. You might have shrimp colors, we have hummingbird years. Hello there! Howdy! We're carrying too much. Yeah, so 4 full stacks and then almost a full 5th. That bought us 7. Nice. That fits you. Oh, thank you. Hello, Halstein. Just imagining your Valheim character and in their chest is a tiny little hummingbird heart beating like 1,000 times per second. Me fighting any boss. Buddy. Aw. Frantically trying to keep up with this giant warrior spirit body Odin put it in. Yeah. Oh, he was saying he doesn't fancy he doesn't like the fancy stuff that Hildir likes, and I just ran right past him. I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were starting to talk. Yeah, maybe maybe a hummingbird died a valiant enough death to potentially be sent to Valhalla, and then Odin was like, wait, let me do this instead. And he just puts the poor hummingbird into a human body. He's like, now, you've been a valiant little hummingbird, but I think you can do something for me that isn't hummingbird related. I've put you in a human body. You need to learn how to use human weapons, and I want you to go fight these things that would typically be thousands of times your size. In hummingbird form, at least. Go forth. Valiant hummingbird. Yeah, I think that hummingbird would be a little anxious, you know? I think he would be a little stressed out. Alright, let's get these set up while I'm standing here looking at them. I know it's a little... I wasn't intending to do this today, but it's been building up and I've been wanting to, so... Got a good chunk of them. All these dungeons we've been going to as well have been great. I guess you can go there. Just move that one closer, and then this can come up. We don't need many more. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. We knocked out half of the ones that we needed. Wow, look how nice this is. I can actually see the Ashen Warrior trophies. I can actually see them now. This is great. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful over here. See, these guys have been decently lit. That's fine, but it always gets dark over here. So like, we can see them now. Ew. Ew. You got creepy little eyes. Ew. Got 8 eyes like a spider.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if it'd be a good idea to light this side as well.
Yes, you should.
Yeah, I guess I should. I'll need... I have that spot right next to the other exploration portal that has 3 tar pits I need to empty out. That tar will probably go over here. I don't know what I want to do with this, like, corner, though. I have time to figure it out. But yeah, I guess they need lights, too. Dang it. Hey, what if I put the... I don't know, this is already pretty thin. I was gonna say, what if I put the Morgan trophies here, but this is already a thin enough walkway. I'd be, like, riding up against the wall if I put it there. Maybe here? This spot? That way there's a little... I can still walk through here, and then I just kind of, like, hug the, you know... Maybe? That's the real secret behind the skills progression. It's not your character remembering skills they knew in life, it's just that their mind learns that quickly. A nervous system so overclocked you need a quarter your weight in sugar every 10 minutes and can't stop moving ever or you die. I think, well, I mean, hummingbirds can land.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how long they can land, but they, at least for short periods, they can stop moving.
No, they land,
They've got to sleep at some point, yeah.
Yeah, that's how they sleep.
Hold on, we need to catch up on our hummingbird lore so we can be accurate. Oh, I don't need to be... Oh, go away! Close all! I opened the wrong browser. I've got Firefox and Brave on here because someone criticized me for using Firefox. But Brave keeps tabs open even after you exit out, and if you've got videos, they'll start playing. And I have like 9 videos that I was like, oh, I want to watch this, but I'm about to start stream. Oh, I want to watch this, but I'm about to start stream. So I just like put them all in like a queue, and it's like, alright, they're ready to go, and I didn't want them to all start playing at once. Okay, so... how long can a hummingbird land? Oh. Do hummingbirds land? Yes, but not like other birds. This is from Birdwatching Buzz. So, okay, hummingbirds do land, but generally not in the way other birds do. They have very short legs and small feet. This means they can't walk around on the ground like other birds. When they do land, they'll most likely perch on a branch or the edge of a bird bath. On rare occasions, hummingbirds do hop, but they do this sideways and use their wings to help them along. Their feet are designed in such a way that they can grip onto a branch quite securely. Once they perch, their tiny feet will latch on so they don't fall off. This is why hummingbirds will often hang upside down from a branch while they're sleeping. They hang upside down! Oh, it's so cute! Hummingbirds are very busy during the day and spend most of their time darting from flower to flower or around your feeders. This is because they need to consume an enormous amount of nectar to keep their metabolism going. And they spend a lot of this time hovering, whether it's around your feeders or near your flower garden. It's rare to see them, it's rare for them to rest at all during the day. But at night, they do go to sleep, usually on the branch of a tree that's deep inside the foliage. They like to keep well hidden from predators and protected from the cold. When they sleep, they initiate a state of torpor, which is similar to the hibernation of bears and other animals. This allows them to slow down their heart rate, their breathing, and their metabolism. It means that they won't starve while they're sleeping and conserving their energy. Huh. Let's see. Well, how long do they sleep? I guess Do they ever stop flying? Yeah, they do. They sleep almost every night, allows them to preserve their energy for the hectic activities in the day. Okay, so, I mean, that doesn't tell us how long they can land, but they can land. We have a bird's idea, apparently. Let's see. They do land when necessary. Hover in the air. Yeah, okay, it's not what I'm looking for. Okay, so let me do this. How long do they sleep? I need to know this. I see when do they sleep, but how long do they sleep? How long can they be in that, like, situation? There's a cute little video of one hanging upside down. That's very cute. Yeah, okay. Hummingbirds, like many other birds, sleep at night. It's because they need the light and warmth of daytime to find flowers and maintain necessary body temp. Between 104 and 108 degrees Fahrenheit. This little bird runs hot. Let's see. They'll puff out their feathers to conserve body heat, close their eyes, and point their beaks into the air. There are no set hours, but they generally sleep from dusk till dawn. Okay, so just as long as it's dark. Okay, well, that's a pretty straightforward answer. I'm sorry, that wasn't, like, necessary to the game. I just needed to know. Alright, let's get back into this, shall we? It's very easy to do. You get a little wild hair sometimes, like, I gotta know. I have to know. I have to know. Do I even have portal supplies, like, set up and ready to go? Not anymore. Okay, I need to go do that. I need one portal set. Well, not even a set. Half a portal set. I just need a single portal. Because I've already got Grayling set up. We can push a little further into the Ashlands before I can set a permanent.
Oh, I'm going to tangent you again.
Uh-oh.
Squirrel. Where's your pen like this?
In here. Right here. I believe this is it. I've joined my father's pen craze.
Yes, that is it. Yep. Okay. That's it. No.
Oh, you just wanted to see it?
Yeah, I wanted verification that you actually had received one.
Yeah.
You were questioning earlier.
Yep. Oh yeah, speaking of, I have a little, you just heard me messing with it. I have a little pen bag, you know, just like for like pencils and whatnot, right? You know, general purpose. But it's in the shape of a cat. It's black and it's got cute little eyes and ears, and even on the bottom it's got like paw pads. It's super cute and I love it. That is all. I just wanted to announce that I thought it was cute. Which is not new information, but it needed to be said, I feel. Wait a second. If I'm still running around with that, what am I doing? What am I doing? I didn't even need to do this. I am a silly human being. Alright, no, is this the... No, I was right. It's this one. Oh. I also didn't need to come back this way. I could have just gone through the ash portal. But now I'm all kinds of... I'm all kinds of squirrel over here. Completely lost focus. But we've got 7 minutes left of stream, so I feel like we can get away with it a little bit. We'll just have to make sure this hummingbird gets a little more rest. it's a dark day out here. Okay. So I can see it. Huh? Oh! It's another one of these, just a lot more dilapidated. Jeez. I haven't seen one this rough before. Oh! Nice, they just sprouted right then. Yeah, this is the roughest I've ever seen one. I'll do that. Oh, come on. Thank you. Alright, let's not linger too much longer over here. Hey, how's it going, guys? Oh, that's a tree. I was like, dang, that's a weird looking spawner. Nah, you'll have to come over here, buddy. You're not getting me to no secondary location. Come here. Oh, you're not even the same guy. You died like him. Ooh, 5 eggs. Don't mind if I do. A little further. Further. Hello, spawner. You know what? We'll call this close enough. This can be the new portal location. We'll angle this like so. And then I will call this... That is Grayling.
Not how they spell Grayling.
Yes, it is.
No, I thought they spelled it with an A. G-R-A-Y.
You know what? Now I don't know. You've made me question everything.
I'm pretty sure it's no.
Well, we will see soon. Now I want to look it up. Hey. Uh-oh. Ah! Should I come over here instead?
I see grapes.
Yeah. Let's come over here instead. Won't be able to pick everything up first go. Yeah, hold on. Oh, it's a little past. That's fine. That's fine. I can backtrack. That's okay. Much better location anyway than being precariously perched on top of a rock. Do I have everything? Every single thing? Yes, I do. Good. No, I want you to come this way. I don't want the Grouston. I do, however, want the wood, if you could so kindly. Thank you. Ah, rats. You know, but I didn't... Forgot to factor in the fact that, I was running out of inventory space anyway. Hey, man. Guess it's all gathered in the same spot. Alright. Hello! Wow! Oh, a visitor from the ocean. Alright, let's get this in here. We'll tuck it right in this corner. Hey, man. You must have followed me. How's it going? Ha, wait, what? How did I get a sneak attack? I was standing right there. You had no excuse to not see me, man. I was right there. The weather is turning back to normal. Yeah, it's kind of getting late, isn't it? Well, we found a nice little spot. I'll go ahead and do a quick little gather situation. Aw, man. Whoa! Hey, man! I didn't even see you over there. Ow! That's what I meant to do. I won't be able to pick up his stuff, though. Oh, I can't even pick this up. I need to make a return trip anyway. Alright, portal time. Ooh, hello. My own research turned out that hummingbirds eat 3 times their body weight in a day and feed every 10 to 15 minutes. When moving, they have the fastest heartbeat and metabolism of any animal, and when they sleep, they often enter full torpor, which is like a slightly lighter and much shorter form of hibernation. That sounds right. I can corroborate those statements. Very cool. Alright, don't worry, little hummingbird. We're almost done. Oh, yeah, you can definitely tell it's getting dark. I don't need to be here too much longer. Grab the stuff and go. Grab the stuff and go. Alright. Okay, go. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Yeek! Okay, good to know. You really can tell when it's starting to get dark. That is great to know. Alright, did I have anything brewing over here? I know I had, like, I already took care of this. I think that was it, though. Yeah, okay. Yeah. There we go, we'll just head up to the top floor. Grab the stuff and get. Can I? I know I can. I guess should I is more the question. I can do it. It has to stop here, though. That doesn't feel so bad, though. Alright, I'm gonna put away the rest of this stuff, and then, we will be at the end of stream. Boy, we have 90 refined hater now. I've got to get on that flame metal so we can finish that set, but, like, dang. Okay, what else goes over here? The Proustite powder. I have never seen so much refined aether in my life. 90. Pretty nice. I know we've got some sulfur. We got some ash wood. Yep, okay, I was right, ash wood. Got the bladders. We got you. The rest needs to go back outside. So this. Yeah. I'll go ahead and move the cart back where it was as well. Are trophies? No. So we got you. We got you. Swing around, we got you. We got these. We got these. Okay. We could even sleep first and then do it. Ah. I've done this to myself, you know. There we go. I wonder if it would be a good idea... to have somewhere stairs big enough that I could bring a cart down there. And we don't really have double doors for it to go through because the iron doors really... Obviously the iron doors don't count. Because they've got that stand in the middle. But it would be kind of nice if we had double door access up here. Like, I wonder if I were to try to put it over here. I forgot this was over here. That's probably why it's so dark. So if I were to adjust this in a way that could allow this to be a double door. Yeah, we'll look into it. Not right now, of course. We're at the end of stream. And I need to be wrapping things up. But, I need to look into that. Because I would like to be able to bring this indoors from this side. It would be nice to have full, like, full cart access. Not required, but it would be nice. Just to open up a little path for me. Alright, so that's back. Okay, oh, and that's it. Just the charred bone. Okay, I already know where that goes. Did I leave that open? I did not. Okay, good, I closed it. We'll just swing over here, put the bones in there, and that's it right there. Cool. How many times can I say there in a single sentence? Okay. So, Monday is going to be more Valheim. We're really going to push for the Ashland stuff, especially now that we're closer to, the mysterious location. Wednesday... I still need to kind of set this in stone, but I was thinking, don't get your hopes up, because it might change, but I was thinking I might start some Hollow Knight. I was thinking I might, just to see what all the hubbub is about, you know?
Okay, that's a new one for me.
Yeah, I know some folks in the Discord got really excited about it, so I figured it'd be worth checking out. And then Friday, of course, will be back to more Valheim. Relative to their size, they might also be the fastest animal, with one species moving about 385 body lengths per second during short maneuvers, and withstanding more G-forces than any other living thing ever has. Voluntarily and without dying, at least. Pretty strong birds, these hummingbirds. A worthy pick to be sent to Valheim in the form of a human body. Imagine if you had those abilities as a human. I think you would be more... How do I phrase this in a way that makes grammatical sense? the biggest danger might be flying off the edge of the map. It might be an exaggeration, but it would be kind of funny if you turned up your speed so high that you were constantly flying into the distance. Anyway, let me go ahead and do my links. So this top link will take you to my streaming Discord. It's where I post updates about things that I'm doing in games and whatnot. If there's any delays or cancellations, you'll find them there. The YouTube is where I will be posting the VODs for streams from like last week. So the one from last Friday will be going up tonight. I occasionally do updates over there as well. It's not as active as the Discord, but if there's anything major, I try to copy it over there as well. And last but not least, this link will take you to a GoFundMe for a friend of mine who's currently saving up for top surgery. Every little bit helps, and even if you just want to share the link, I know I'd really appreciate it. Okay, I don't think I've got any special announcements to make. Any questions, comments, or snide remarks from the Peanut Gallery?
Nope.
Nope. Alright. Like I said, if anything comes up, the Discord is the best place to find updates. So, let us see where we can raid for the evening. Where do we go? What are we doing? Oh, Jamie is still streaming. They are playing Vintage Story, which I have learned is like Minecraft, but it is not Minecraft. So I will go ahead and send the raid that way. It looks like they are exploring. Oh, they might have actually returned home. Maybe. Anyway, the raid is ready. I hope you all enjoyed tonight's stream, and we will see you folks next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Whee! Oh, it would take 13 seconds for the Valheim PC to cross the full diameter of the map if they had the hummingbird's relative speed. Jeez. Where's my screen grabber? I want to grab that so that I can send it in the Discord. Perfect.
And Jamie just said, Usara, hello.
Yay! Alright, hummingbird fact. There we go. Saved, and I'm still recording. It's technically streaming. Anyway, bye.